Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The best time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
402-403-9478.
Day before.
As this drops, day before Thanksgiving, I have not gained an ounce. Just wanted to update. I have not gained an ounce. I have not lost an ounce, but I haven't gained an ounce. So
you're ready to roll into Thanksgiving?
I'm still good. I'm still good. Yes.
Very good.
I'm still good.
Okay. All right.
This past weekend, I forgot to tell this story on our previous episodes, but Bennett living in his house with his buddies, and it's going very well, by the way. Very, very well. The house is, cleaner than I thought it would ever be.
3 guys or 4?
Three dudes. Okay. 3 dudes total. Cleaner than I thought it would ever be.
Does anybody else clean for them, or are they doing it all themselves?
Yes. Fidel's grandmother cleans every 2 weeks.
Okay. That's a deep clean. You need that every once in a while.
Oh, gosh. So I'm not confident that they clean much in between that, but it's still not that dirty at all.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's still new.
It's only been 3 months. But get this call from Bennett this past weekend that the drains in his sink, his bathroom sink, and the bathtub, it's just not draining. So I'm like, okay, well, it's probably whatever gunk in there from the previce.
They're both
of them.
So they both go into the same pipe. So then it's another pipe that's probably.
No, I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't know about plumbing.
I've learned way too much lately.
But right,
me.
you're like
God.
you're PhD.
Trust me.
But that ended up not being the issue. But they both, ironically, were basically clogged, slow drainers, and they tried what's the liquid drainer or whatever. Tried that in both and didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
So over the phone, he's like, I tried to walk him through this. All right, dude, here's what you need. You go get, whatever that little thing you stick down the sink with, with the little jaggedy things to pull hair and stuff out, and just see what you find. You might get some stuff. So they got the bathroom sink. They used the little pokey thing, pulled up gross, just disgusting, and got that working. So that was the issue. It was hair.
God.
And
in the bathroom
sink.
I wonder how long that took. Wow.
It was.
Oh, it was like long hair or like shaving?
Long hair.
Oh, wow.
I don't understand it either, but whatever. And so then they tried to do it in the bathtub, but he couldn't get it down in there. So he thought it was something huge stuck in the sink. I'm like, well, that's not the case probably, but whatever. So I get over there yesterday. I was like, I'll come over and I'll check it out tomorrow. So I came over there, went over there on Sunday.
Because that's the first person I'd call.
Right? Well,
anybody recall the story
actually,
of Parkville Media and our slow draining sink?
You throw 4 beans down the sink. It stunk.
I don't even know how all that got down there.
Ugh,
it was awful. But anyway.
I know they were my beans. I just don't know how they got down there.
That's the name of this podcast. I know they were my beans.
I know they were my beans. All right.
Go ahead, write that down real quick.
I know they were my
so
beans.
We don't forget that. I know they were my beans. That's how we got that name.
That's how we got it. So anyway, so I went over there on Sunday, and I walk in. I'm like, I turned the water on in the sink, confirmed, yes, it's flowing nicely. Turned the water on in the bathtub, confirmed it's not hard. It's hardly draining at all. And so I'm like, okay, so where's your little whatever snake pokey thing? He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, where's the thingy? The deal.
The thingy. This conversation had to be just gold.
We'll let the record show that he first asked if Beth could come over, but she wasn't there. So I'm like, what? I'll come over. It's remedial stuff. I can handle this garbage. So he's like, what thingy? Where? I said, the pokey deal. He's like, pokey. He goes, we're supposed to keep that? I'm like, yeah, you're supposed to keep it. You're not supposed to throw it away. It's not a single-use deal.
It's disgusting.
He goes, that's what he said. He goes, it had so much hair and grossness on it.
Oh, my God.
I said, where is it? He had thrown it away because they didn't want to pull the hair off of it. Him and 3 boys.
Oh, my God.
Didn't want to pull the hair off of it. So I'm like, go to the trash. You got to go me dig it out of the trash? I'm like, yes, dig it out of the trash and clean it off. And he pulled, and it looked like a hair snake. It was gross.
Like something died.
It was disgusting. So we cleaned it off and used it. And yeah, we ended up pushing it. Something was stuck in there. I'm sure it was a wad of hair because we got some pliers and pulled up just bunches of hair through the little drain, through the grate, and it still wasn't draining. So finally I just shoved that thing in there, and finally it just broke free and it started draining.
Oh my God.
It was disgusting. Disgusting. There's nothing worse than someone else's gross wads of hair.
This is true. This is very true. I hate gross.
So nasty.
Well, I'm glad that was a success then. So The DIY.
I fixed it.
He's restored his DIY status as you're still a member. You're still a card carrying member.
Yep.
You made it through 21.
Got to admit, I was pretty proud. I was able to go to my son's house, take care of something, and leave puffy chest on the way home. I felt pretty good about myself. Got to admit.
I just wanted to touch on something real quick, too. We talked about this in Monday's podcast, and I talked about that Ghislaine Maxwell trial. Yeah. And the Twitter account, I apologize, I said it's Trial Tracker. It's Tracker Trial. Because there is a trial tracker that there's like 0 tweets, and it's not that person. So obviously this person did that. They have like 97,000 followers. Okay. The Tracker Trial is the name of the account. And you'll see the front page. The header is a picture of Ghislaine Maxwell with Epstein, as is the Abby.
So it's not like they follow a whole bunch of trials over the country. They pick one trial and they follow it.
That's what I've seen so far. I've only known about them for 3 weeks.
Okay.
So they were following Rittenhouse, and now they're following this one. And they post, I think their pinned tweet right here says this account will track only the truth from the Maxwell trial. It's very likely will be banned by tomorrow. They posted this yesterday. Follow the newsletter is another one. They have a newsletter that's out there as well. And then one of their most recent posts, Twitter's starting to force people to unfollow, just so people would be aware. And so there's like 800 people, 900 people that have liked that apparently too. Okay. I had trouble yesterday. Twitter's just so screwed up. I couldn't like anything. And then I couldn't post. And I'd post something and it would say, oh, that seems to be, or something seems to be wrong. Try again later. I'm like,
Yeah, frustrating.
Just so frustrating. But anyway, if you're wanting to follow along on the trial, and I think this is probably a pretty good one to follow. At least it appears to be so far. Okay. So I want to clear that up. So Tracker
I'll go follow them
Trial.
Now.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
So you can be one of the first 100,000 to follow.
I will.
Before this thing gets rolling.
Before it gets rolling. Okay, got it. I'm following them right now.
Not that it makes a difference, but you just never know. It might be the difference. Let's see here. What else is trending today? Anything exciting? I saw George Clooney's name pop up, and this is As We Speak Wednesday. So let's see if George Clooney's doing. I always hate when I see trending because it has one person's name, and then you're like, oh, God. You hope they're not dead.
Did they die?
Yeah, right? The first thing you think, oh, God. Apparently somebody posted something of, Clooney along with Chris Wallace on the island with Epstein. Oh, my goodness.
Uh-oh.
Pictures.
Uh-oh.
What?
Yucky.
And then there's other pictures, though. It's George Clooney on an island with Julia Roberts, not on that island. See, that's the thing. You gotta scroll, man. Don't just take it face value.
I know. Scroll and then check out the comments. I just don't. I need to.
Because pictures alone, you can create some really good stories.
Heck yeah, you can. Heck yeah, you can. That's what Gawker was built on.
There you go. So don't just believe the headline. Don't just believe the picture. You got to do some scrolling before you pass it on. Okay. I know. So that's pretty much all I've got. I guess really I've got to go pick up my deviled eggs. I'm taking them for Thanksgiving tomorrow. So we'll see if I'm accepted warmly or if I'm shunned.
You tweet about it.
Right? I might get shunned from the community. Isn't that how it works at the Amish?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You get shunned.
That's so weird. I just mentioned that. Remember that show of the kids that would leave? I don't know, Amish
I remember
land? What Amish world?
Amish country.
Amish country.
We'll
there you go.
With that.
Amish country, and then they would be absorbed into society, and the show followed them around, and it was such a great time.
Well, they had that. It was kind of like the Wilding. They were let go for a certain amount of time to go experience the outside world, and then they had to make a choice.
Yeah.
Come back or stay.
Yeah.
That's it. If you stay, you can never come back. That was the thing,
I just mentioned. I just talked to Beth about that show this past weekend. So it's weird you bring up Amish.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens.
Banned.
Well, by Facebook whatever. Friday, we'll see what happens. I'll let you know if I'm still in the family.
Or if you've been banished.
Yeah,
like
how dare
Wilding.
you? How dare you bring? And on top of it, I didn't make them myself.
That's the worst part of the whole thing. Like
I'm going to put them in my own container, though. I'm not going to tell anybody.
Oh, I would do that too.
Right?
100%. But then, 100%. But then if they love them, then you're locked in. You have to buy them every single year.
And they better not go out of business.
Right? 100%. I would like stuff like amazing things you buy at Costco or whatever in those big trays. Warm them up, take them to dinner parties. Who cares?
I've done that. Well,
who says you have to make stuff on your own?
If somebody else can make it and you can just grab
it
saves you time of buying all the product, right? All the ingredients, and I know it's made with love.
Oh God, you
can dump it in a bowl with love.
You know what else is made
Put a
with
lid
love?
on it with love.
The $4 rotisserie chicken at Costco is made with
Delicious.
love. So
Delicious.
it's what it is. It's an old lady flex because they can make all these things. And, oh my gosh, Aunt whatever makes the best
Nobody
whatever.
else makes it like her. Who knows?
Right.
Maybe she went and picked it up next
No
door.
one knows.
Maybe it was her neighbor that was making it. Just
No
saying.
one knows. I'm saying nothing says it has to be homemade unless it's a homemade tournament. Whatever.
I don't know that they have those.
I
That
don't
was
know.
a county fair.
What, the homemade tournament?
That'd be in the Village Orange. Yeah, that'd
Orange
be in the county.
Pavilion?
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Happy Thanksgiving tomorrow.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.